So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Urbano Caldera. It really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football. Heroes and legends. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is...
Shot a goal! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
the perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Terrible error, duly punished.
I give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's come back to the keeper. Chiellini. Vardiol. Oblak. Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. Pedri. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van Dijk. This is De Jong. Hakimi. Azar. Now he's got space here. Pass somewhat off target. Santos are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. He's got away. Guendouzi.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great vision. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he's onto this. And that's a good ball. And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two...
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's intervened well there. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Soulé. Mbappe. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Hakimi. And it's Nunez. Guendouzi. Hakimi. That's an imaginative pass. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's there to retrieve it. De Jong. And he's forced to go back. Van Dijk. And it's Guendouzi. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. And he's quick to get it clear again. Santos have it back and can go again. Palmer plays it through. Oh, no joy this time. Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe! Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And somehow it stayed out. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Foot in. Dembele, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for options for movement. And Owen! It's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was...
He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Hakimi. And there's the end of the first half. Santos are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And that's the second half started. This is Dembele. Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Delivery from Mbappe. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba cuts out the pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Vardiol calmly anticipates. Owen looks to get on the end of this. And it's Ribéry. Guendouzi. Hazard. To Guendouzi. De Jong. Now this could be a chance. A big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Vardiol going vertical. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Ribéry gets into some space. Matches Núñez, gets it away. That looks and he shoots! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's gone looking for safety.
Foden really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Matches Núñez. And it's De Jong. Now Soulé. Can he get on the end of this? Dembele gets into a good position.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 24.
Santos still have the cards to affect this game.
Camisa 13.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. De Jong. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Matches Núñez in acres of space out wide. Foden has created one goal already, and it's Hakimi. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Short changes him with that pass. Van Dijk succumbs to the pressure. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That is good alertness. Mbappe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he thumps it clear.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 10.
And it's Hakimi. Looks across and plays it in.
Camisa 14.
Santos have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Tries to thread one through. That has not gone well. Soulé. Soulé has got himself a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 6. Sai para a entrada do
Matheus
jogador.
Nunes.
Camisa 18.
Played out wide. Matheus Nunes. And he decides to cross it. Corner. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Oh, super ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. Guendouzi. And here's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And no, that was never going to make it. 2 minutes to be added on. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
Pedri is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Santos are looking to go forward now. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Ribery. That's very neat. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He's trying the shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Guardiola. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Scholes. And he welcomes it in. It's Inzaghi! Superb by Inzaghi! He's got himself an absolute peach. First blood drawn. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Guardiola tries to clear. Played back in. Ribery gets it away. And he's there to retrieve it.
Santos really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe wins the duel this time. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's on it, can he get away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a sharp pass. Nakamura conjures time and space where few can. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Ribery. Back into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Oblak.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Owen. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Nakamura. He is through here. Goes for the shot. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Nakamura really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
It's a pretty loose pass. Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe swings in across. Van Bouten clears it away. Chance! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Scholes. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? DiMarco gets across to intercept that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Ended up in no man's land. Oh, a decent chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Santos get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nicely weighted ball. Ribery crosses it in. DiMarco can get it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And here's Mbappe. Ibrahimovic. And that was very necessary. Cleared away and reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Inzaghi. Palmer. Ribery. Threads one in. Nice interception, well timed. Owen! And he's heaved it away. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Chiellini. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Nakamura. Mbappe. Japan finding their passes. He's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now the cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Japan have their third corner. Deftly away. And it's Rijkaard. This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Scholes. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Foden. Kane. Now that is a hefty challenge. Not the most accurate pass. Now there's a fine ball.
Santos really might just end up kicking themselves after that.
That could be danger here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Santos are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Kimmich, a probing pass. Nakamura looking to get on the end of this. And claimed it back swiftly. And a chance! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see...
He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Japan get their fourth corner. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Shot could be on. That's an excellent interception. Vardiol gets good distance on it. That's a cute ball. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Keep the ball and you win. And time is up. Santos did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. No Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. And that gets things running. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? And we have our very first corner. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise. He won't be happy with that one. Pedri. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Here's a sharp little ball here. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Foot in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He is through here. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has a look and plays it forward. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Owen couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Now it's Olise. And it's Owen. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Mbappe. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Olise. That is good alertness. Spread it left. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Olise. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pedri tries to dink it through. Shot at goal! Van Bouten getting this one clear. He's in a great position here. Matthäus. And the counter is on. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Yamal. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Owen. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. And back out it comes. Can he spark a counter here? Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well played, well played. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Hazard, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Santos are down to 10 men. And now they can clear their lines. And that is out of play. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti receives it in a wide position.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's got away. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. This is Owen. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Olise is offering a wry smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. A reprieve. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Yamal. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe gets into a good position. Great chance! The second half off to a spectacular start. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping.
He's had a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. Howson. Van Bouten. And Yamal.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Yamal. Oh, look at the space here. He can get that clear, and they're quick to get it back. And here's Mbappe. Chiellini gets it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Yamal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Público presente na partida de
And it's
hoje.
Pedri.
9.187
Santos
espectadores.
ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ibrahimovic. Danger averted for now.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 6. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 18.
Cafu. That's tidy. Back towards the middle. No, that's been intercepted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Back when it goes. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this? Cafu picks it up out wide. Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. It's Zico! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And he cuts out the supply. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Kane, he's come in hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too.
He's having a go! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Ibrahimovic. No foul, says the referee. And this is Inzaghi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, good. And he shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
Kane has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Camisa 20. Camisa 9.
Rijkaard gets it away.
Para a entrada de camisa 10.
Havertz. Messi receives it in a good position here. And now they can string out a defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Santos still ahead by the game's only goal. Zico. Oh, this is a great... Tries a shot! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Nice-looking ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's picked it up out wide. All Black claims comfortably.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ibrahimovic! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Saliba wins the duel this time. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Taken back almost at once. And that's a... And the shot!